Oh, it's live. Sorry if there was silence for a long time. I just realized it was live. Um so yes, shalom, shalom, shalom. I don't know, maybe where you are, wherever you're at. Maybe it's already Shabbat, but here it's not quite Shabbat yet, but it is getting close. So before Shabbat is here, Um, I mentioned briefly that I might try to do a little short live stream beforehand. So here we are. And someone wanted to know about like traditions. Traditionally on a Friday night, um, I will have 2 candles lit. Um, Personally, I mean, there's different traditions for it, but I believe it as like the light of Yeshua, of our Messiah, being welcomed in on the Shabbat, on the Sabbath, and then there are these traditional blessings for the Lord, ancient blessings that are said. There's the bread, the challah bread, and if you prefer juice over wine, but some people use wine for the blessing. Yes, so there's that, and then um, there's also another live stream that's taking place. At least I believe it's still going to take place. I've been waiting for it to turn on. Was this from Zion's Roar Ministries, which is where I sang at once before. So if you don't have a home group and you want to be connected to some kind of ministry, I recommend it. I've been enjoying listening to their studies. They also are starting, I believe tonight they're having study as well. It should be starting shortly, so I'll make this short for that reason if you want to watch it. But it's on Zion's Roar Ministries on Facebook. On YouTube, it is Zion's Roar Ministries, but I believe it's under Rick Wagner is what you would search for. Let me see here. Shabbat Shalom, Marcelo. Shalom, Arsh, is that how you say your name? And Shalom, Martin. Shalom, guys. Shalom, shalom. Shabbat Shalom. And for those who maybe aren't able to tune in now, but will see this video later, Shabbat Shalom to you. I know that Christine had wanted to see. You're welcome. You're most welcome, Ars. Very welcome. Very nice. But yes, I know that Christine wanted to hear more of the Torah portion, and I like to read it straight from my Bible, but I do have it up here on the screen so I can keep looking at you a little easier that way. But it is from Deuteronomy, Devarim, chapter 21. Kitetse, I should say, starting in verse 10. And this is kind of an interesting portion, actually, for ladies. I know some ladies, they read this and they're like, oh my goodness, that sounds terrible. But if you understand the deep love of the Messiah, even during the culture of the time, then it doesn't seem so awful. So I hope to explain something, a little bit of something, anyways. Coming from me, who I'm also a lady, so obviously, so my perspective on that and really what's happening. Hello, Shabbat Shalom. You're there. You're back. Great Advent movement. Awesome. Thank you. Happy Sabbath to you as well. Yes, so we're just going over this portion real quick as I shared for those of you who are just now joining. You can watch Zion's Roar Ministries. That's going to be live streamed. Yeah, I'm not singing on there this time, but it's pretty interesting study. So if you don't have something for Shabbat, feel free to watch it. But for the sake of time, and since it is almost the sunset here, I'm going to read. I like to go through the Hebrew, but I am going to read the English translation. And this translation in English is pretty good. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's pretty good. And I say that because any kind of translation of the original languages of the Bible is truly commentary. It's not the real thing. Anything that gets lost in translation. So in Deuteronomy chapter 21, verse 10, in the English, I'll go ahead with the English. It says, when you take the field against your enemies, and Adonai, your God, delivers them into your power, and you take some of them captive, and you see among the captives a beautiful woman, and you desire her and would take her to wife, you shall bring her into your house, and she shall trim her hair, pare her nails, and discard her captive's garb. She shall spend a month's time in your house, lamenting her father and mother. After that, you may come to her and possess her, and she shall be your wife. So I'll stop there for a second because this sounds bad, right? But here's the interesting thing. She might seem beautiful, and yet when she's having this time of mourning and, it says trim, but could be like all off, and talks about her nails and her beautiful captive's garb, what she had before from her culture. The clothes are no longer not these nice clothes anymore. She's not the same, not who you first see. So you begin to see who she really is. And yeah, because then that's who you want to see, because just like anybody, you get to see the real person, how they really are. So then if we go to verse 14, sorry, just noticed somebody walking up, looked like they were across my land there. It says, then should you no longer want her, you must release her outright. So this to me is like a beautiful blessing from Hashem, because this is a care, a concern for her own respect. You must not sell, even though she's from the enemy lines, right? You must not sell her for money. Since you had your will of her, you must not enslave her. Here's interesting too. If a man has two wives, one loved and the other unloved, and both the loved and the unloved have borne him sons, but the firstborn is the son of the unloved one, when he wills his property to his sons, he may not treat as firstborn the son of the loved one, in disregard of the son of the unloved one who is older. Instead, he must accept the firstborn, the son of the unloved one, and allot to him a double portion of all he possesses, since he is the first fruit of his vigor, the birthright in his due. So I'm going to stop there because there's already a lot right there, and also go back to this page to see who's here. Shabbat Shalom. Oh, Shabbat Shalom, Edwin. Oh, Puerto Rico. Nice. Mi mamá era de Puerto Rico. Shabbat Shalom, Geronimo. Wow, Mexico, New Mexico. Wow. Shalom, Shalom, David from Midland, Texas. Awesome. Not far, not far. I've been to Midland, Texas, actually. Yes, so good to see you guys. Where was I now? About the unloved. Oh, that's what I want to talk about. So about the loved and the unloved one. Interesting stuff, because I know this is also, I don't know if there's any ladies watching right now, but maybe later they will watch the video, as I know Christine wanted to see these Torah portions, but there's actually a lot of love and respect for women in the Bible. It's just how, if you put on the eyes for it. I mean, I see it. I see a tremendous, but there's also a culture here that's taking place, and it's not necessarily what God envisioned. Obviously, when God created Adam and Eve, he didn't create from Adam two women, two wives. He created one. So then, I mean, if his plan was for him to have multiple there, he would have made multiple, but it was just one. So where along the way did multiple wives come along? Certainly it was not God's plan. And interestingly enough, in the Torah, you are not to have another wife if you are not able to love the other wife as much as when you first had, which is impossible. It is actually, you can't, just like if a lady had two husbands, you can't just love both the same. So in other words, even though it was made an option only because of humans being the way they are, but indeed it's not, you can't possibly follow that Torah of loving both just as much. It's just not possible. So but then going back to the imperfections of how human beings are, this statement is made so that one child is not treated different than the other. Oh, hey William, good evening. Good evening. And Kevin, Mr. Royal. Oh, it's so good to see you guys. Shalom, shalom. And Dario, shalom. Gracias. Amen. Siempre con Hashem love. Amen. Well, hello, Savannah. Awesome. That's so great. Yeah. So we were just getting into interesting stuff, right? Interesting Torah portion. But if you take the time to look into it, it is very, very, very good. Good stuff. Another saint. I, yes, I am real. At least I think I am. I don't know. As far as I can tell, I am. But I think it's obvious I'm real when you see just how messy my hair is right now. That's how it is. Now you guys got me laughing. I don't even hear your laughter, and you're making me laugh. It's contagious. Gracias, Dario. Thank you. Linda sonrisa, gracias. I have my mother's smile, so now you're laughing again. Goodness. Yes, yes. That's a good interruption from the very serious Torah portion that I was just reading from Deuteronomy. At least it seems serious. I think it's interesting. It's just interesting. But yeah, you can't love one more than the other. Just like when you have kids, those of you who have kids, you can't love one more than the other. I can't really say I've had exactly the same experience unless we're interpreting it for chickens, because I have chickens. Can't love one chicken more than the other. No, it's definitely different. Definitely different. I do have a favorite chicken, if that's not a sin, and my favorite chicken is actually not doing very well these days. So it's kind of sad, but it's always the favorite ones. Always. It's the way it always is. But they're all special. I really wouldn't want any of my animals to be sick. Yeah, no favorites. Oh, thank you, William. Thank you very much. Okay, enough about that. I wasn't trying to change this upon me. I'm sorry. It's my fault. This was about the Torah portion. So chicken dinner is looming. No, Kevin. Nope, not gonna happen. I said my favorite chicken. I didn't say my favorite meal. That's what I said. Not my favorite meal. Well, my chicken. How can you eat something that you name? Her name is Baby. I can't possibly eat Baby. That just. And actually, what has happened is she's lost an incredible amount of weight. So, not something you want to eat anyways. And I don't know why. She's eating and drinking fine. She's walking fine, but that drastic change from being a nice, good weight to being really lost weight. I don't know what's going on. Something. But it's okay. Dinner. No. Seriously, if you guys saw what Baby looked like, you wouldn't be able to eat her either. She's really too cute. She's a silky. Have you guys seen silky chickens? Have you seen those before? They're not. When you see a silky chicken, you don't really think about dinner. Maybe if you saw a Buff Orpington chicken or a Rhode Island Red, maybe you would think dinner. But if you see a silky chicken, you don't think dinner. You think, oh, how cute. That's what you think. Maybe unless you were starving, but no, not very appetizing. You had one with similar problem? Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I'd really like for Baby to get better, but I also have to prepare myself for the fact that she's not doing well, and it's life. In the meantime, she's enjoying being spoiled, eating some extra grass, juicy grass. But anyway, so before I get too off, and the sun is about to go down, and I was gonna make it so that it wouldn't be at sunset. I wanted to share that and maybe this is good actually for those of you who are curious. If you're looking for a good source to keep up with the Torah portions, I do recommend heedcal.com. It's something that I also used when I was regularly a cantor for Shabbat service where I used to live. I would use that. So, and it's hebcal.com. I could put that in the description if you're curious about it. But I know many of you have your own congregations, but those of you who don't, because there are some who come and they don't know. So, oh, that is really sad, Kevin, about the muscles there. Yeah, that's kind of what's going on with her. She really wants to live, but she's not doing well. Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, the witness. Wow, Key Largo, Florida. Now my sister. I don't think my sister's on here. I forgot to tell her, actually. I forgot to tell my own sister, which some of you have seen her on my videos. I forgot to tell my own sister about the live stream, but she would be very excited that you are from Florida because she loves Florida. Shalom Aleichem. Yehoshua. Shalom. Oh, you're welcome, Christine. I didn't get into as much as a portion. There's actually a lot to this portion because, I mean, it is talking about the what you're supposed to do with the lady or whoever you can actually interpret this in any kind of captive from war. But I do love how there is so much respect actually for the captive, even for the captive. So that, to me, that's what I take from it. Some people are offended by what the poor lady goes through, but I don't see it that way. I think it was as a huge blessing that God put before the people to honor and respect even their enemies within their land. Another saint asked how much to come perform at my church. Well, to share worship service, right? Well, perform is fine. I always tell people I don't perform. It's a worship service. But I know what you mean. I understand what you mean. You can definitely email me because there's a lot of details to go with that. I can share with you what takes place when locally there's an amount for covering for traveling costs and effort, and then I've been wanting to tell you guys about this, but I don't want to give you too much information until it's official. So I'll just say this: you can be praying about it. But for October, there is a possibility that I will be asked to sing and play the harp for a special Sukkot service out of state, and it's gonna be. I feel like it's gonna be awesome if it all works out. They, in that situation, they are paying for my plane ticket and my stay. Let me see if I can catch up real quick on what I'm missing here. Oh, Shabbat Shalom, Micah. I missed you. What about the chicken that was on your shoulder a while back on a video you showed? Yes, she is okay. That is Ruby. Ruby actually jumps up on me every single day. That's her thing. She apparently she thinks I'm a pirate because, or I don't know. It's sort of a form of endearment, and no, that's Ruby. Ruby's actually doing very well. Thank you for asking. From Sacramento, California, Christine. Very nice. Yes, Christine, I did pick a rough one, that's for sure. Shalom from Ohio. Very nice. Yes, Micah, I do light Sabbath candles. I also have, for when there's no electricity, I've got these little lights too to turn on. Little light candles. Hey, Isaac! I'm happy to see you too. Of course, I can't really see you, but I see your picture. Yes, the scriptures are beautiful. Okay, Yoshua asks, for those of you studying Hebrew, can you translate? No, I know what you're saying. But for others, he's asking, how are you doing, my sister? Literally, shlomech, shlomcha is asking, how is your peace? You might see that connection with shalom, shlomcha. So it's kind of a cool thing in Hebrew when you ask somebody how they're doing. You're literally asking them, how is your peace? אני בסדר, תודה רבה, אני בסדר. אני מרגישה טוב מאוד, והיום יפה מאוד, ואני שמחה. אני שמחה שעכשיו, almost, Shabbat, כן. Amen, hallelujah. Thank you, Isaac. Yes, please do pray. Vitamin. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to read. Western thought has way too much what I call vitamin. Oh, I think maybe we're talking about like traveling stuff. It's definitely I mean, when you travel, even without this virus, whenever you travel on a plane, there's a lot of kinds of sicknesses you can pick up, the flu and stuff. But I will be going with the shalom of the Lord, and I mean, I strongly believe that if whenever my time is my time. I'm not too worried about it. I mean, I'm happy with this life, but I'm also looking forward to seeing our king. So if I was to get the virus and it was my time, well, you guys have my videos to watch, which is great. No, I mean, I'm smiling, laughing about it, but I know nobody really wants to go before their time. But anyhow, I mean, it'd be peaceful because I know the king is awesome. So, but must stay healthy. I will definitely try though. I'm gonna be responsible. Um, Feast. Could you repeat what you're doing for Feast of Tabernacles? I haven't shared anything here. I don't think. I do have videos about it, or a video about it. But I can definitely. As we get closer to that time, I can share some more about that if you'd like, Christine. Shabbat Shalom, Dragos. Yes, yeah, it's okay on the Sabbath. I think you can interpret it different ways. Some people are a little more strict than others. But for me, it's mostly I wanted to wrap. It's still not Shabbat yet here. I don't know about where you are, but here it's still not. But I wanted to wrap up only because I actually when the sun is going down is actually when I make sure to gather my birds inside the coop that I have because of a real predator problem I have here. I have bobcats here, and they have come and harassed my. Thankfully, Baruch Hashem, they have not taken any of my birds, but they have actually. I've seen them with my own physical eyes, the bobcats on my property, and so I try to go out around sunset anyways to make sure they're all put up for the night. So that's another reason why I'm trying to wrap this up for that. Um, but yes, let's see. What did I miss now? Oh, thank you, Yehoshua. Shem Ratzon, She'ava Yivrach Ota, V'yishmer Lechvat Yerushalayim. Amen. Toda. Yes, it is beautiful. Beautiful, Hebrew. Yes, William, Ruby's doing good. And another saint is crying for some reason. I missed what you were crying about. I hope you're okay over there. Thank you, Mark Rubin. Thank you. Buen Shabbat, hermana. Gracias por su enseñanza. Thank you for being here. I lost track of where we were, guys. Sorry about that. If you said something and it's who's here, Kevin? Who's here? Toda Rabah from Yehoshua. Oh, it's Saturday already in New Zealand. Oh, cool. We got New Zealand here. That's awesome. No, you don't have anyone to see. You know what? Actually, I did some research. This was a couple years ago now, but I did some research for Messianic congregations around the world, and I believe there is one in New Zealand, but it might not be close to where you are, though. But if I'm not mistaken, yeah, and it might be something you'd be interested in looking into. Hello, George. Oh, Shabbat is there, is what you're saying, Kevin. Oh, okay, yes. It's not quite here, but it's almost here. Hi, Natasha. So good to see you. Oh no, Savannah, you're also alone. Well, this is not good. I didn't know you guys were. Oh wait, you said there's a congregation. There is a congregation here. Aw, you should go. You should definitely go. Yeah, doesn't hurt, you know. What's the worst that could happen? Make friends or not make friends? See, Drago says there is for sure. Oh yeah, I see what you mean about the virus stuff. Yeah, depending on where you are, I mean, there is yeah. I'm finding that different countries as well as different states, if you're in the U.S., have different degrees of their um how strict they are. Where I am very blessed because it's really not that strict. But there's also a lot more country here, so that's probably part of it. We get a lot more space, a lot more sunshine. Um, Laila Tov, another yes. Oh, good, you're learning Hebrew. Very good. Well, that sounds good, Savannah. Yes, yes, you can. I would say, yeah, you should go visit, and then you can. When we have another live stream, I'd love to hear how it goes. I'd love to. I mean, even if you don't go this Saturday, whenever, I'd love to hear about it. Laila Tov, Isaac. Yes, it is. It's just about Shabbat, so we better wrap it up, right? I love you guys, and of course, you guys quickly see each other's usernames and maybe can get in contact. I don't know when we'll do another live stream, but maybe sometime in this coming week. I am going to be singing. No, not tomorrow. Sunday. If there is a live stream to that, I'm not sure if there's going to be a live. If there is a live stream to that, I'll try to get that to you guys, but I don't know if there will be. But I am excited about that. I am excited about singing, worshiping our King this Sunday, and it'll be good. Thank you, Isaac. I'll read you guys' comments real fast, and then I better say Shabbat Shalom to all of you. And I am sorry to those of you who don't have people to fellowship during this time. Um, there are some good live streams out there, but I know it's definitely not the same thing. Thank you, William. Oh, Dario, you're writing in Spanish now. Dejé todo lo que estaba haciendo, las noticias, la comida, el café, etc. De lo que tenía programado para escucharte. Aunque no entiendo nada hasta que termine el video de Ah, wait, Google he. Oh, Google he. It's like, what do you want me to Google he? Okay, I got it. Gracias. Oh, okay. I'm trying to read really fast because I need to let you guys go, but thank you, Dario. Sounds good. Thank you. Oh, Hyssop. That sounds good, Natasha. Yeah. Thank you, Isaac. Thank you, another saint. Thank you. Blessings, Jose. Uh, yeah, who can object to a day of doing nothing? Dragos, very good. Spanish, please. Oh, you want to speak? Okay. Hola. No, we could do Spanish sometime. That'd be really neat. More Spanish, or even a live stream with more Hebrew. I would like that. Shabbat blessings. Okay, I love you guys because the sun is going down now. Shabbat shalom. And thank you, Kevin. Thank you, guys. I also want to say thank you to those of you who, I want to say this every time. Thank you to those of you who have supported this ministry. There's things that I do that you guys don't see on here, but I know, you feel it, you understand it. But just one example is that tomorrow I will be singing and worshiping, or not tomorrow, I'm sorry, Sunday. I keep getting the days mixed up. Sunday, some people who've never heard the worship will probably hear it, and it's just gonna be special. So when you bless me, you are also blessing other people, and I thank you guys so much for that. Um, yeah, I have to sometimes when I have to take my harp to other places. It's like something as simple as for gas money is a huge blessing. So thank you guys, and I love the cards and things you guys send. Sometimes it's really a blessing. So Shabbat shalom. 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 Thank you. Shalom.